Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Yael Ezra Ben Levy coming at you again with another video. Now, I just started a new series the other night. This is part 2 of it. It is called Psalms in the Night, and it is the reading of the entire Psalms 119, broken down by the portion which is preceded by the Hebrew alphabet of that section. Now, the first video, of course, focused on the portion of Alef, which is the A. Now we're going into the Beyt, which is the B, starting at verse 9. And I will be doing this reading here, probably the rest of them, out of the King James Version. The first one I did, I came out of I believe I was reading the Complete Jewish Bible. But this one I think I will do in the King James. Psalms 119, verse 9. Hallelujah. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. Now, one thing I find so magnificent about this verse, it is a question that answers it for you. It is a question that immediately follows with the correct answer. Now, allow me to read it again. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. So if you want to be clean before the Most High, you want to walk upright before the Most High, you will only obtain that by walking according to his Torah. It's not about who you believe in. It is about how you are walking. How you are walking out your righteousness before the face of Jehovah. Verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Now I'm going to read this again because you probably missed something within the first reading of it. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Now, did you see that the psalmist is saying, I am with my whole heart. I am seeking after you. Let me not wander from thy commandments. So you see the correlation of having the commandments, having the Torah, the law, statutes, and the commandments in your life goes along with your seeking of Jehovah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or the Elohim of our fathers. Hallelujah. You cannot have one without the other. We have too many of our people that are saying they're seeking Elohim. And I want to use these terms because I want you to get used to them. I know you're used to God and Lord and all this, but remember, you heard me say it before. In the Tanakh, or the Old Testament, you see Lord in all caps. That is referring to the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Elohim of our ancestors, the Israelites. He has a name. His name is Jehovah. Now, some people may pronounce the name Yahweh, Yahu, Yahuwah, Yahovah, Yehovah, Yehovah, but I use the pronunciation Yahovah. But this is who it's talking about. The Yod, the He, the Vav, the He, the four-letter name of God. It's not talking about a Messiah. It's not talking about someone that's coming in the distant future. It is solely talking about the eternal one, the Holy One of Israel. So I just want you to get an understanding of that. So when you hear me say certain terms that you do not understand when you're following along with me. So let's, verse 11. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. The only way we can know that we are not walking contrary to the will of Jehovah, the will of Yah, is that we take his word and apply it. We are applying the divine instructions of our Elohim. We are walking upright and pure before him. Because look at that, he said, thy word have I hid in my heart. I have it in my mind. It's contained in my mind so I can apply it. And since it's there and I can apply it, saying that I might not sin against thee. If you are pure of thought, you will be pure of action as well. 12. Blessed art thou, O Jehovah. Teach me thy statute. Now you see right here, the psalmist is making it clear. Blessed art thou, O Jehovah. He's not saying, blessed art thou, anyone else. He is talking about Jehovah, who is his teacher, the master teacher of his life. Now, Jehovah could raise up teachers in your midst, but it's still the overall praise, honor, and glory to go to Jehovah. There are some people that don't have a teacher in their midst, but Jehovah is the master teacher. Jehovah will teach you. Hallelujah. 13. With my lips have I declared all thy judgments of my mouth. With these lips, we give Jehovah honor and praise. With these lips, we exalt him. We make our boast in him. We speak of his righteousness, his righteous judgments upon the earth. And we declare them. We don't need any other to declare them. We as his people should be honored to declare his righteous judgments. Hallelujah. 14. I have rejoiced in thy way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. Let me read it again. I have rejoiced in thy way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. Now you see, he rejoiced in the way of the testimonies of Jehovah. What is the testimonies of Jehovah? The testimonies of Jehovah could be also referring to the many testimonies that his people may have about him. But these testimonies here, I believe, is the testimonies also better known as the tablets, the 10 Commandments. They are also called the testimony. So I can believe it's twofold. It's speaking of his righteous Torah, his 10 words, his 10 commandments, his 10 sayings, and the totality of all that he has given unto us. But I believe the testimonies is also the righteous echoings of the works that Jehovah has done individually and corporately in the life of our ancestors and also in our lives. And it said, they as much as riches. The things that Jehovah have done in my life, in the life of my family, in the life of my ancestors, is the ultimate heritage to have, is the ultimate treasure. They're riches. They're finer than fine gold. Hallelujah. 15. I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. Now you see right here, when we meditate as Israelites, we meditate on the goodness of Jehovah. We meditate on Jehovah's oneness, his righteousness, his soundness, everything holy about him. Everything about him, we meditate on that. And when you do that, it includes his commandments, his precepts, his laws, his statutes, and his commandments as well. We have to stop trying to separate. Like, oh, I want Yehovah, but I'm so glad I don't got to deal with them commandments. I think the commandments are good. They're moral, but I just don't believe in that God. That Elohim, I don't believe in that. It don't go that way, my brothers and sisters. We embrace Yehovah, and in embracing Yehovah, we embrace the totality of him, which also covers his laws, his statutes, his commandments, his precepts that he gave to us, his people. Hallelujah. Verse 16, and the final one of the Beyt portion. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. Now here we see the psalmist make a beautiful declaration. He said, I will delight myself in thy statutes, and I will not forget thy word. He's delighting himself in the instructions of Yehovah. Because for some reason, many of my brothers and sisters within the Christian faith, not all, but many, think the laws, the commandments of Yehovah is burdensome. They're hard. They can't be done. Even though your own New Testament writings speak against that in some of his writings, they said, don't say that the law is burdensome. Yet some of you do. I know you do. Remember, I came from out of that frame of mind, that way of thinking. So, my brothers and sisters, grasp this, get an understanding of this. Also, let this be your testimony. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. That's something I want you to focus on. Do not forget the words of Yehovah, the words of Yah, the God, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Elohim of our forefathers, the Israelites of the book. This is your brother Yael Ezra Ben Leving. Join me next time when we cover the Gamel portion in the next segment of Psalms in the Night. Shalom.